New at 4, Alabama's newest Senator Doug Jones making his maiden speech on the Senate floor. He used his time to talk about gun control at the core. And Way 31's Mary Lee Adams is live in the studio with what Jones touched on today. Mary Lee.
Senator Doug Jones, the newbie on Capitol Hill, not showing any first-day jitters as he took the Senate floor in his first address since his historic election. He didn't waste time and dove quickly into one of the biggest hot-button issues in our country today, gun violence. Doug Jones, a native Alabamian and avid hunter himself, made a point to begin with sharing his personal story and love of guns. He owns a collection and understands gun control is complicated. But across the country, people are calling for reform after last month's high school shooting in Florida. Jones said it is our duty to have a serious discussion on gun safety.
I have many obligations, and I believe that the first obligation of government is to protect its citizens. We spend unimaginable amounts of money fighting our enemies abroad and terrorists who would attack us at home. Yet on many levels, we fail our children and grandchildren every morning when we pack their backpacks and send them into harm's way.
He used the time to also call out Alabama's rising gun death rate. It's currently second worst in the country. Jones compared the action taken by students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School to civil activists who helped force change right here in Alabama more than 50 years ago.
I believe we've finally reached a tipping point regarding gun violence now, not because of the shooting in Parkland, Florida, but thanks to the millions of young voices across this country led by students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Much like the students who took to the streets of Birmingham in 1963, were attacked by fire hoses and police dogs, who woke the conscience of America to civil rights, these young men and women are awakening the conscience of America regarding gun violence.
Now, I was able to speak to Senator Doug Jones briefly right before I went on air, actually, and he told me he made a conscious decision to focus his first speech on gun violence and thinks this will open up the dialogue in Washington in the weeks to come. Live in the studio, Mary Lee Adams, Way 31 News.